I got no video for all this Queen's Court season 1 episode 10. Let's get into it. Pretty much this episode was just the couples going to, I don't want to call it therapy or counseling. They really just had some other questions asked by the host couple to them, and then in the end they decided if these people were they kings or not they kings. So Levon ended up being Evelyn's king, and they was engaged. At the end of the show it said that they was engaged, or like on her birthday he ended up getting on a knee and proposing to her. So they was engaged for a little bit. I looked, they not together no more. Levon's still cool people. Evelyn's still cool. I think they just had a lot of stuff to get through, a lot of barriers with like where they had to go, who was gonna move where, and then still having the obligations to their kids. So it was a lot to just merge families and then to like invite your kids to the lifestyle of that of a celebrity or somebody with the rank or status of Evelyn. It's like, yeah, we know Levon is okay with that, and Levon has had conversations with her and he's used to it, but to kind of get this across to the kids that they're going to be under a microscope might be a little bit a lot for them. That's just my 2 cents on it. It could have been other reasons. I didn't even look that deep. I was just like, oh, are they still together? No. Okay, well, wish them both the best. It was cool seeing them. Props to them for both opening up their heart and trying to find something. So yeah, much respect, much love to Levon, much respect, much love to Evelyn, and I wish them the best going forward. Nivea decided to not king Mac and to not king Tyrone either, and I was surprised by that because she first said she didn't want to king Mac, so I automatically thought that meant that she was going to king Tyrone. And I was like, well, that's a terrible mistake because you guys, after episode of saying that you wanted to go deeper, still have not gone deeper. You just keep saying that. And I guess the optimism and him looking into your eyes while feeding you hope and feeding you optimism about him wanting to get to know you as a person is what, really got him this far, because they still never got deep and never got to Nivea's demons and Nivea's core. Did same thing with Tyrone. Nobody knows anything about Tyrone except that he was raised by his grandma and his granddad told him how to cook. Nothing else. I mean, that's not deep. That's pretty surface level. So I was surprised by Nivea doing her own thing, but I was proud of Nivea for doing her own thing because, I just didn't feel like either of the guys were right. And I feel like Nivea, in order for her to have a successful relationship, and I'm not no dating coach, y'all. This is just my 2 cents and just my opinion. Please don't run with this shit like this is just the scriptures of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting across my thoughts. I feel like in order for her to have a successful relationship, she has to not lead so much sexually, no matter how attractive they are and how much chemistry you feel like is there, because she led so much sexually with Tyrone that it's like that man really all he had to do to prove that he was quote unquote about her was just to start filling up on her and be like, look at me, and then fill up on her and feed her some hope. You know what I'm saying? Like I said last episode or 2 episodes ago, whenever he was at the elimination dinner, it was cool to see her say no. Like she didn't want to get touched by him. And then she was like, no, like I want whoever to be with me to like me for me. And she started breaking down and crying and whatnot. And then he was like, let's pray. And I was like, oh, he got him. He got her. You know what I'm saying? If he's in that spiritual bag, yeah, that's all it takes. So I still wish Nivea the best. I still don't like Tyrone. Props to him for coming on the show though. And I mean, because props to everybody. I usually say this at the end, but it's like so many of the guys have gone. Props to all the guys for coming on the show and even opening themselves up to doing some shit like this in the journey. And same with the women, especially the women, and women like Evelyn with a tough past, and Nivea with a tough past. Well, I don't know too much about Tamar's past, but same with Tamar. So really all the queens putting themselves back out there and at least trying to open their heart, and realizing they either could or couldn't, or there was going to be reasons why they could or couldn't. So like I said, props to everybody. I still don't like Tyrone. Mac was cooler. Still don't feel like he was right for Nivea. And in my opinion, and something that can get misconstrued too, and in my opinion, is that the whole sexual chemistry thing. Not saying that Nivea didn't have sexual chemistry with Mac or she didn't have it with Tyrone. I say that in terms of like Nivea is the life of the party. And she's not the life of the party in a Gatsby way where she tries so hard to be the life of the party. She's the life of the party just because she's a down to earth woman. So she's just easy to cling to. You know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't nobody on there who really had an issue with Nivea or who really had a problem with Nivea because she's just hilarious and she's just unapologetically herself. So I think a lot of the time she's like, oh, well, we mesh well and the conversation's good. It's like you're an outgoing, bubbly person. Like the conversation is going to be good with fucking anybody. You can be talking to a naked mole rat and the conversation be good. You know what I'm saying? Just because of who you are. So I'm not sure. I don't even think, well, I never thought Travis was gonna, like, I don't even know why she liked that nigga. Even though she went on later and was like, oh, I don't really like you. I like the qualities in you for the man that I want. And I was like, whatever makes you feel better about getting embarrassed by this white man. But, yeah, whatever. Wishing Nivea the best going forward and continue to just work on herself and her approach in the dating game and whatnot. This is probably the most I ever said about finales, which is surprising me, but I just, usually when it comes to the finale, I just tell y'all the outcome and literally get the fuck up out of here. But yeah, wishing Nivea the best. And then when it came to Tamar in the end, JR ended up proposing. They got engaged. They're not still together. They broke things off. And I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. Wish Tamar the best, and I wish Jeremy the best. Ain't no damn JR. Wish them both the best, and props to them for trying and getting it together. I know y'all want me to say what I said about Tyrone, about Jeremy. Oh, I never liked JR. It's not that I didn't like him. It's just, when I say I don't like these guys, because I don't know them personally, but when I say I don't like these guys, I mean in terms of like, I don't like these guys in these relationships. I don't like these guys for these women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never let these guys date any of my sisters, right? I'm on that type time. You know what I'm saying? When I say I don't like these guys. Not like, I don't know them personally. I could chop it up with Tyrone and me and him have the same relationship, brotherhood that him and Mac have. I could chop it up with JR and we might could be bestie boos. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I don't like them for these women because I just feel like, hey, you got bigger priorities. And I said that at the beginning, like, oh, Tyrone has 6 kids by 4 baby mamas. What are you doing here? Oh, I want to find love again. Okay, well, if you want to find love, go spin the block on one of the 4 women that you impregnated and try the fuck again, Tyrone. God. Same thing with JR. Oh, you got 5 kids by 4 baby. Okay, what are you doing here? Man, I'm looking for love. Okay, well, spin the block on the 4 women you impregnated. God damn, y'all, hey. It's wild to me. And it's like these niggas, it's the bare minimum with these niggas. It's like, just because you like these niggas, they get away with saying stuff. Okay, so why didn't your past relationships work? Oh, well, we was just at a different place in our life. Okay, that's too easy. That's too fucking easy. Don't let them off with that. You was at a different time in your life, 4 different times in your life. Like, nigga. With all 4 women you didn't talk about prior, being in a different place in your life 4 different times, that's not something that you discussed before. And especially if it was what killed all of your relationships, you never decided to take precaution and have these discussions about whatever place you were at in your life beforehand. It's just, I don't believe it. I don't buy it. I don't like it. But anyway, like I said, props to all the women for doing this. Props to all the guys for coming on, even though I don't think, like, you know, I really don't think none of them niggas are genuine, and I really don't fuck with none of them niggas. But yeah, I wish everybody the best. I'm gonna be on my pursuit for showing Shanice I'm her king. Fuck is you talking about? And I'm finna get up out of here. But we finished another show, y'all. I need to watch a movie because I ain't done a movie review, and that's how it's supposed to go. Once I finish a season of a show, I'm supposed to do a movie review. So I might look for some bullshit ass movie and just and come back and tell you about whatever bullshit movie I watch. If you really like, subscribe, share, cash, it's your friends, Uncle Foodable.